In March 2024, my 12th examination ended, and the results came, and I saw the mark sheet, and I was shocked, literally shocked, because I got the percentage I didn't expect. I thought I would have just passed the exam, and I got 62%. For me, it was a huge achievement because I started preparing just 1.5 months before the exam. The why behind that is too long, so I'm not going to cover in this video. But in the first 5 days of those months, I made a plan for every second I wanted to invest in, which subjects to learn, how much to learn, and at what time. Everything. It was very difficult to grasp multiple things in one day, but I did it because I don't wanted to fail at any cost. And why I'm telling you this, because there is a relationship of this with what I'm going to teach you in this video. So for who this video is? Anyone who is confused which skills to learn in 2025, anyone who struggles with structuring how to learn multiple skills at the same time, and of course, anyone who wants to rapidly learn new skills. So before heading towards the video, instead of just talking about skills, let's categorize it so you can understand which skills you have to learn and in which order. So there are typically three types of skills you have to learn. So the number one is technical skills, and the number two is creative skills, and the last one is soft skills. So let's talk about technical skills. What are exactly technical skills? Simply put, these are some of the skills you need to know to operate specific tools, software, or machine, or even solve techie problems. For example, if you are a programmer, your technical skills could include knowing Python or Java. Or if you are a data analyst, your technical skills could include about knowing numbers or SQL. These are some of the stuff I heard about when I was in my coding journey. Or even if you are a digital marketer, yep, Google Analytics is also a technical skills. And I don't want to convince you like I was convinced by some of the YouTubers that only coding is the way to make money. So let's see if creative skills are for you or not. Creative skills are the skills you need to bring your ideas into real life. Think about graphic design, video editing, photographing, or even storytelling. Whether you are creating your reels for Instagram or sketching your next masterpiece or brainstorming your work, these are some of the work you do to stand out and communicate your vision. And more likely, it is the ability to think about a task or a problem in a new, different way, or the ability to use your imagination to generate new ideas. Now, I don't want to go deeper into this because I know you know these things well. Because I want to help you by deciding which skills you have to learn, technical or creative. If you ask me this question, I would rather solve problems instead of learning skills. What do I mean by that? Whenever I see a businessman struggling in his business, I think about what mistakes he is making. Do the sales department is not doing good or the offer is bad? What's the problem? And that intrigued me to learn about business, sales, marketing, persuasion, and everything around business and solve their minute problems. This all is the mixture of techie, creative, and soft skills. And you might find your skill like this way. But there is another way as well. Maybe you are familiar with design, you have won a competition in your school, or you are passionate about how design works. Because let me make you aware that creativity is not how it looks, it's about how it works. So, start with something you are familiar with, or you want to solve someone else's problem. Congratulations. You finally learned the skill you wanted to, and you have something to sell. Now, what about the soft skill you will need to sell your service? That soft skills will help you to know how to sell your service and let the strangers buy from you, how to communicate with the client and close them, decision making in teamwork, interpersonal skills, and lot more you will learn in the process. And the much more thing is how you sell your service is much more important than what you sell. If you market your service well enough, even if your service is not that good, you will sell more. That's the power of soft skills. Now, अब पता तो चल गया कि कौन से skills सीखने हैं, but does order matters? Let's think about it this way. If you are learning multiple skills, learn all things simultaneously, one at a time. We as a human learn multiple things simultaneously, like eating, walking, speaking, but in a balanced way. You wouldn't try to speak while taking your first steps, right? Later in school, you learned multiple subjects at the same time, but with focus, one subject per period. The same applies to skills. If you're waiting to finish one thing completely before starting another, you will never move forward because there is always more to learn. Some skills like physics and maths must be learned together. You can't grasp electromagnetism without learning vector calculus. You learn one, hit a roadblock, pivot to the other, and return, progressing in layers. A powerful trick is forming a connection between what you are learning. For example, learning physics with maths concepts make both easier to remember. Though harder, even unrelated skills like language and music theory can strengthen each other when you connect them. The same applies to business, and that's what I did before my exam. Finally, to master anything, you must dedicate longer, uninterrupted time to it. So, while you are learning multiple skills, be flexible about how much time you allocate to each, increasing focus when mastery demands it. Now, master the first 20 hours of learning your skill. I realized this after a very long time. The reason we do not stick with one skill for a long time is because our mind craves every day for something new. So, how is it possible for you to control that and stick with one skill for a longer time? Your brain is against you. This happens to you because you don't have a very good reason to learn that skill. पहले skill सीख लूंगा and then पैसे कमाऊंगा. No bro, it doesn't work like that. So to solve this problem, it is very important to master the first 20 hours of learning that skill. So I have break down this in the two-step process. So the number one is creating a fast feedback loop. And the number two is beat distractions before distractions beat you. When you are learning something new, feedback is your best friend. It helps you to understand what's working and what isn't, so you can adjust and improve as you go. But here's the catch, not all feedback is created equal. If the feedback you get is slow, like finding out weeks later that a coding change you made broke the entire site, this can make your learning process very slow. Instead, focus on fast feedback. This means getting instant accurate responses of your actions. For example, if you are learning to program, your computer says you right away whether your program is working or not. If you are learning to guitar, a good coach can point to right away, right, whether you are doing wrong or where needs improvement. If you are practicing your goal swing, recording a video might help you to spot the errors in your form right after the shot. Now, big distraction before they wing you. While learning something new, distractions are your worst enemy. This can derail your focus, which is the key ingredient to master any skill. But here's the good news. You don't have to beat distractions in the middle of your practice. Instead, prepare for them beforehand and remove them from the entire equation. Distractions typically fall into three categories. Internal distractions. These are your own thoughts pulling you away, like remembering you to reply to an email or feeling the urge to scroll through Instagrams. External distraction. This comes from environment like phone calls, notification, or even a noisy room. And the third one is biological distractions. These are some of the distractions caused by not you, but with the persons around you, like co-workers calls you for something, or a family member asking you for a help. Now, trying to resist these distractions while you are practicing is like a losing battle. The smarter approach is to use your energy to eliminate them before you start. Here's how. Put your phone in another room or switch it to silent mode. Use apps that block distracting websites during your practice sessions. Let friends and family know you need some uninterrupted time. Think of it as a distraction free zone before you dive into your work. The lesser your distraction, the deeper your focus, and the faster you will master the skills you are learning. By the way, only if you find this video valuable, don't forget to like and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel because we are not gatekeeping success here. And also subscribe to my newsletters because if you don't like watching a video, get the content of this video and read it there. You can improve your English simultaneously at the same time. So, my name is Anand Jha. Cheers.